Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. Today's Tuesday episode, we have an interesting thread for you guys. What's the grossest thing you did in high school? All right, let's see what nasty things y'all did in high school, okay? Let's see what's going on. All right, I had surgery to fix a deviated septum. For some reason, my parents insisted I get right back to school as soon as the packing bandages came out. So my sinus was leaking blood and had pooled/coagulated in just about every nook and cranny of my sinus. I have this awful pressure around my sinus I can feel, and a slight wiggle to whatever was stuck. No matter how hard I blew or phlegm hacked to cough it out, would move. So I finally get to school, start walking up the stairs, and all of a sudden, what was stuck in my head suddenly broke loose. I sucked back as hard as I could, sucking in what felt like super thick phlegm and jello. I could feel this singular mass drag across every square inch of my sinus into the back of my mouth. There was just so fucking much I couldn't hold it back and had to spit it out. Like something out of a horror movie, this big irregular shaped dark and bright red clot came flying out and hit the ground in the stair casing. The incredible relief was amazing but short-lived as the screaming of the other students began. I was lucky that in the chaos of everyone getting to class that no one knew it was me as I just kept walking. To this day, I'll never forget how amazing it felt. That clot tickled every part of my sinus and the relief and pressure. The screaming was also haunt me until the day I die. God damn, son. That must suck. I mean, hey, at least everything worked out in the end and nobody found out it was you. Because, man, if they found out that was you, my God, they'd have been like, fucking bloody booger boy. You know, you would have had a nickname for the rest of your life. Goodness. Got in a prank war with another kid where we leave stuff in each other's locker. One Thursday, I left my liverwurst sandwich. Unbeknownst to be, his family had left for Christmas break early, so he didn't find it for 2.5 weeks. You could smell it all the way down the hall, and I'm pretty sure it was on the verge of seance. What the fuck? That is crazy. This man left for Christmas break. Oh, that must have been the worst smelling fucking thing. You open it and there's a 2-week-old liverwurst sandwich. Oh, I would think, I don't know, maybe. I would think liverwurst fucking smells disgusting even when it is edible. I don't know that for sure, but it just sounds like something that would just be nasty smelling. You know? Hey, oh, that is terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right. Not so much me, but I was heavily involved in the incident. I came up with my own ghost pepper wings in culinary class and decided to make a batch. These wings were hot as fuck and drenched in my ghost pepper sauce. Now I added a little too much butter because I was trying to smooth out the sauce a little, and it ended up being more liquidy-ish than I'd like to be, but still good. Anyway, these wings were hot, and I have a pretty high tolerance, but I could only eat like one wing every 10-15 minutes. While I finish up and have this sauce left, and one guy bets another guy to drink the sauce, they pour it in a cup, and with everyone saying, "No, stop, don't do it," he chugs an entire cup of my ghost pepper sauce. Oh, shit. Immediately, he was yelling and on the floor in pain. We gave him milk to drink, but nothing helped. He ran outside, fell on the ground, then back inside and was slumped on a table. Eventually, he starts trying to make his way to the bathroom, completely unable to talk, and a few of us followed him in there. He goes into a stall, but ends up shitting himself and throwing up everywhere. Yo! Damn, son, my poor guy was just going through it. Oh my God. Of course, I feel responsible. I immediately bail and try not to throw up from what I saw and smelled. In the end, nothing happened. He never got his money, and he stayed for the rest of the day, which surprised me. His mom dropped off clothes for him to change into, and that was it. Damn, bro. Homeboy not only shitted himself, but he threw up all over the place. Dude. That's crazy. Out here better. Hey, he better have gotten that money. I'd have been like, there's no way I shit myself and threw up all over the place for you to not give me my money. Hey, man, that bitch better have my money. What are we talking about here? What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Damn. All right. Blew up a sheep's lung with a tube in science, then squeezed it so loads of gunk went all over a couple of other students. Okay. Well, you little future serial killer, goddamn. Like, you know how that's how Jeffrey Dahmer started, right? Like, come on, man. You know we don't need another one of them motherfuckers. He was just like, yeah, this is my proudest moment. It was the grossest but the proudest moment of my life. God damn. Made out with a girl who turned out to be my cousin. Yo. Oh, I mean, that is gross. But I mean, at the same time, you didn't know. See, that's the thing. It's like, you don't know. You don't know, man. Imagine, dude, you found a girl and you think this girl's the love of your life. And then you guys go to a family function and they're like, oh my God. Do you know that is uncle and auntie's daughter? Like, you're like, wait, what? For real? Like, oh, damn, son. Peed myself in a chair while laughing and left it there. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. There's just a pool of pee in the seat. Imagine you're in school and you get to class and, you know, obviously you don't look at your seat when you're about to sit in the chair, you know, to start class. So you just sit right in it. Oh my God. I'd be so fucking hot, bro. I'd be hot. Oh. Not me, but I did know a dude who ate a piece of raw heart we were dissecting for science class. What? Ugh. Oh my God. Bro. His stomach so had to be hurting him after that. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, what the? Oh, that's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Oh, no. Like, you know how long they keep those animals preserved for? Like, dude. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. My friend and I got a hold of everyone's locker combinations, list in a teacher's drawer, and one night we moved everyone's stuff to other lockers. The next morning was pure insanity. Oh, I mean, this wasn't like the grossest thing, but yo, that's wild. They opened up all the lockers and just was switching shit out, not knowing whose shit is where and whose shit is what. And they're just like, what the fuck is going on here? Whose is this? What is this? Is this even my locker? Oh, if that happened to me, I'd be hot, bro. Oh, fuck no, man. Damn. I wonder how they got everybody their own stuff back. Or if they did at all. You know? Damn. We had to dissect a cow's eye, and after we were done, I tried to throw mine at my friend's head, but I missed and hit a girl in the face. After a scream, she hitched and vomited everywhere, which caused quite a commotion. Oh my God. You hit the one girl with the weak stomach. Like, out of all the people you could have hit, you hit the one girl with the weakest stomach. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Damn, man. All right, there was a day that they announced the water was going to be shut off for half an hour, and to please refrain from using the bathrooms except for emergencies. Of course, being gross teenage boys, we thought it'd be hilarious to shit shit in the same toilet, and imagine a mountain of shit cresting out of the bowl. Lo and behold, after 9 guys all get their turn, it was disgusting amount of shit. It was so bad that they had to close the entire bathroom for days just to sort out the plumbing situation. In retrospect, I feel horrible for whoever had to deal with that. In my undeveloped brain, the thought didn't even cross my mind. This is not even accounting for some of the guys who came in the soap dispenser in the gym bath. What the? Not only did they fill a toilet with doo-doo, but they was jerking off in the soap, bruh. What? What kind of school is this? What the fuck? They were busting nuts in the soap and then doo-dooing on top of each other's doo-doo. There's no way I'd be the 9th guy. There's no fucking way I'd be the 9th guy. Because I guarantee you the doo-doo would just come out your butt and then just boop right back and be all over your ass cheeks. That's fucking disgusting. I am so sorry for the people who are eating right now. Might have to put a disclaimer on this video, like, disclaimer, if you're eating, do not watch this video. Man, because that is disgusting, dude. Fucking disgusting. Wow. Oh my God. All right. Not me, but I was in the class when it happened. Dude, shit in the teacher's thermos. Oh. Oh. Oh no. The driver's ed teacher left her thermos in the back of the room. Shithead found it, put it in his bag, and went to the restroom. When he came back, he was proudly holding the thermos. Teacher says, "Oh, thanks, you found my thermos," and puts it on her desk. It only took her about 5 minutes to realize he shit in it. No! No! Oh! Oh, man. I can't even get it out. Oh no. Imagine she opens that thermos and she drinks out of it and just is like, oh, just shit water instantly in her mouth, or shit coffee instantly in her mouth, bro. Oh. And then there's just a fucking turd in there, man. Oh. Wow. See this right here? This is why I can't be a teacher, bro. I could never be a teacher, man. Because that kid would have to die. That kid would have to die, bro. There's no way. There's no way you're getting away with this. I know. I am unaliving you, man. You're going to out here make me drink dookie water or dookie coffee with a turd in my thermos. Man, oh my God. Woo! All right, ate a jar of habanero salsa for a $50 dare. Has the worst burning liquid shit. The smell was making people gag as it wafted out into the hallway. I took a series of cold showers because my ass hurt so bad, and I spent the next day at home. I bought WWF No Mercy with the money. I mean, you got a day off out of it, and you got a new video game out of it. So, I mean, the liquid dookie burning, the liquid molten dookie that came out your butthole, I think was worth it at that time. Because he said, what, $50, right? Yeah, $50. Yeah, that was enough for a new video game back in high school. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, man. And you got a day off from school. Your butthole was burning, but hey, you got a day off and you got to play a new game. I was trying to burp on command and I accidentally threw up right on top of a girl's head. Oh my God. I could not look her in the eye ever again. If you're out there, Eliza, I'm sorry, and I hope you lived a good life after this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that, woof. Hopefully she did live a good life. I'm sure she did. But I'm sure she's telling that story all the time. Like, oh my God, there was a guy in high school. He fucking threw up all over me. Like, imagine on your head. Oh, that's terrible. Tried dip on the bus ride back to school, hold on. Tried dip on the bus ride back to high school from the vocational school I went to half the day. Okay, swallowed all of it. Got on my actual bus to go home and projectile vomited out the window in a traffic circle. Then had to walk home a mile from the bus stop on a 90-degree day. I was very unhappy and lightheaded as hell. Why did you swallow dip? I mean, I could be wrong here, but isn't dip just something you put in your cheek and you just kind of let it sit? You don't swallow it? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then why are you doing dip anyway? That shit is trash. Like, who the fuck does dip? Who wants to be hawking dark spit all day? Like, that's gross. Like, what the fuck? Just smoke a cigarette at that point. What in the hell are we doing? Oh, weirdos. I had dealt with crazy nosebleeds where they would uncontrollably last for 30 to 40 minutes, almost all of class most days. Teachers didn't care since I was a good boy. One of those nosebleed days were so bad that I coughed and sneezed while bleeding and blood was all over the sink and mirror. It looked like a murder scene happened. I quickly cleaned it up and went by my day. Other than that, I wasn't really gross in school. Man, that must suck. Having chronic nosebleeds all the time. Damn, that would suck, dude. That just seems more like inconvenient than gross, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, I get, what he did, sneezing and it just splattered all over. Yeah, that's gross, but that's just hella inconvenient, if anything. Shit. I wish this was my story. In 10th grade, my buddy drank a 26-liter of vodka and decided to go to class. He was absolutely wasted. I looked over at him and he had his hand over his mouth. Puke was starting to squirt out between his fingers. He couldn't hold it anymore and proceeded to projectile vomit all over the backs of 3 to 4 girls in front of him. Why would you wish this is your story? Hell no. I'd be like, thank God it was him, not me. Oh my God. Luckily for him, the teacher was cool as hell and never reported it, nor did anyone in the class. Teacher let me take him out of school and I got him picked up. I'll never forget that. Wow, that's fucking disgusting. Man. What did you think? Like, you just thought, that big ass 26-liter of vodka. That's a lot of vodka, dude. God, and they just drank it straight too. Like, there's no way you could hold all that in your stomach, man. Damn. It's not gross, but after a test once, I snuck back into the classroom and stole all the tests in an attempt to copy someone and put them back. I then realized everyone in class was a dumbass and had different answers, so I threw away all the tests, figured it'd buy me some more time to study. Everyone blamed the smelly kid in class, and the kicker is, I watched cartoons instead of studying a second time and failed the test. What are you doing? You did all that to still fail? The fuck's wrong with you, man? You did all that to still fail? Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here? You did all that to still fail the fucking test. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. You deserve to fail. What are you doing, man? All right, I'm going to do 3 more. I spit on someone's back once. I was the punching bag of the friend group my freshman year, and one of them once kind of shoved my shoulders in the hallway before walking away. It was like a weird primal thing because I knew I wasn't going to hit or shove him back, so my instinct was to spit on him. I don't think he or anyone else noticed. The grossest thing that I can remember happening in general was my senior year, and one of the seniors stapled a condom to one of the hallway arches. It was filled with something. Yeah, I know it was filled with that jilliz. That was honestly a thing back in in my school. It was kind of this weird thing where like dudes, if they wanted to, like, I don't know, I guess you say they wanted to be like, oh, this girl's a whore or whatever, they would do that. They would get a condom and they would like fill it with cream or whatever to make it look like it was jizz in the condom, and they would tape it to her locker and be like, ha, oh, she's a whore, blah, 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 blah. And you know what I mean? People make fun of her and stuff like that because she's got to take the condom off, you know? It's taped to her fucking locker. And so the guys would do this all the time. And you would just be walking through the halls and you would just see taped condoms filled with something. Sometimes it was cream and sometimes it was something else. And, you know, I was like, oh. And the only reason I knew that sometimes it was cream is because there was a friend of mine who knew a guy in his class. And he told me, he was just like, yeah, I saw him doing it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird, but that's what they were doing, you know? So, yeah, man, kids are fucking weird, man. Kids are fucking weird. I went through it too. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, 2 more. I punched the bully in class who would sexually and verbally harass me, but I punched him while his guard was down looking through a microscope. He had a black eye and a broken bone in his face. I still don't feel guilty for it. He never even tried to breathe my direction after the incident. So maybe I confess something gross he did. I don't expect anyone here to cheer for me. I knew that violence wasn't a solution, but I was 13 and being groped and abused by him. Look, my thing is, look, I've always said this, that when I have kids, if they're being actively bullied in school, I'm going to be like, look, if any of these kids, if they're not like being playful or whatever, and they're actually hitting you to try to hurt you, you fucking hit them back. I don't care if you still get beat up. I don't care if you beat the kid's ass. I don't give a shit what happens. You fight back. You don't start fights, but you finish them. There ain't no way you're going to just sit there and let this kid be a punching bag and all that. Nah, he grabs you by the shirt. You fucking swing on him. You headbutt him. You do something. And if they want to call me up to the school, I'd be like, oh, well, son, you tell me. Did the kid come up to you and, you know, start this little fight or whatever the case may be? And if my son or daughter, I don't care if it's guy or girl, I don't give a fuck. And it's like, if they started it and my son or daughter finished it, I'd be like, you damn right. And if the parents of the other kid are there, I'd be like, you better fucking tell your kid to keep his hands off my kid. Because if not, I give him full reign to start whooping that kid's ass. You know what I mean? And I would always tell them, I'd be like, no, you never instigate nothing. You never hit a person back. But if they want to be bullying you and trying to get shit out of you or whatever, no. You don't stand for that shit. You stand up for yourself and you smack that motherfucker right in the face. There's none of this, violence is not the answer. I don't give a fuck. Them bullies going to learn, and they're going to learn the hard way. Because those kind of kids only learn that way. Sorry. Yeah, they're bullying because they have it hard at home. Oh, boo-hoo. That's the parent's problem, not mine. You're not about to give my kid fucking, suicide thoughts and all that bullshit because you're over here bullying them and making them feel that, nah, man, nah. That's some bullshit. And if I'm being honest with you, it upsets me that parents sit there and they're just like, no, tell the teacher. No, tell us. No. Well, fuck that, man. Stand up for yourself and show them that you're not about to be pushed around. Fuck that other kid. And if the parents got a problem with that, well, then you need to better take care of your kid. You know, because obviously, because the way you're raising your kid thinks that this is okay. You know what I mean? You're in some way, shape, or form enabling their bad behavior, or because you guys have quarrels at home and you're fighting and all that kind of stuff, he wants to lash out on other kids. Nah, man, that's not my problem. That's your problem. But you're not about to drag my kid into your problems and give him problems. You know what I mean? Like, nah. I'm not about that. Hell nah, man. All right, rant over. We're going to get on to our last one in this thread. I pissed in my high school girlfriend's dad's cologne bottle. Why? For what? You were just like, oh yeah, Mr. Johnson, you won't let me have sex with your daughter. I'm going to piss in your cologne and let you smell like my piss all day. I hated that dude. He hated me too for obvious reasons. Yeah, because he was trying to fuck his daughter, you know. But every time I saw him after that, I complimented him on how good he smelled, and he would make some dickhead response, but it made me smile either way. Damn, son. Oh, shit. That is crazy. He was just like, yeah, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to fucking piss in your in your cologne. You're going to smell like my piss all day long. My goodness. Well, that's going to be it for that thread, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that thread. That was kind of a wild and weird thread. My goodness. Wow. Yeah. High school probably hasn't changed very much, since I went to high school. Damn near fucking 11 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. I don't know. It's been a long ass fucking time since I've been in high school. So that's kind of wild. I graduated in 2012. So it's been a long ass time since I've been in high school. And yeah, man, it seems like everybody else was doing the same shit that I was doing in high school. Just dumb, wacky, weird shit. You know what I mean? I didn't have too many friends, but they were just barfing on bitches in class and shit like that. I mean, I've had my moments, don't get me wrong, where I've seen some kids blow some chunks, and that was kind of weird and gross, But, god damn, it's good to hear all you guys' stories. They're fucking hilarious and funny. That's what I love about this show, man. These threads keep me going. Love it so much. And we're going to hop into announcements super fast, and we're going to get into our scenarios for today. Patreon.com/MyTheAsshole Podcast. $3 a month gets you an exclusive episode every single Friday, man. If you guys want that exclusive episode and being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday episodes like today and Sunday episodes, go ahead and get on the Patreon. Got you over there. If you want to support the show even more, follow us on TikTok as well as Instagram. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube. Audio listeners out there, keep rating the show 5 stars. It shows the support, and it also gets new people into watching the podcast, and it's awesome. Keep up the downloads. I appreciate all of the downloads. The downloads shows me that you guys are supporting, and you guys are coming out here every Tuesday, Thursday, as well as Sunday, and you're watching the episodes, and you're liking what we're doing over here. So without further ado, though, let's get into the scenarios. I try to make these announcements as quick as possible because, you guys don't really like the announcement. And it's okay. It's all right. I love you guys. All right. First one. Am I overreacting? Boyfriend sending pictures of his hot ex-coworker to our friends. What now? Wow. All right, hi guys. This probably sounds really small, but my boyfriend has always had a bit of a thing for his ex-coworker. I always dealt with it because I felt everyone has crushes, right? I mentioned it was weird, but left it at that, and he kept going on about how attractive she was and how if he was her type, he would have slept with her already, which has always made me feel really uncomfortable. And you know what he pretty much said? He pretty much said, if she was attracted to me, you and I wouldn't even be together. Wouldn't even be together. And it's so wild to me how people run away from the accountability of implication. You know what I mean? Like, just because you say something a certain way, it's still implying that you're saying what you actually want to say. It's still implied. Yeah, sure, you could sit there and be like, well, I didn't say that. Okay, but you implied it. He didn't say that, if I was her type, you and I wouldn't be together. He didn't say that, but boy, did he imply it. He implied it like crazy. By one, like you said, telling everybody how attractive she is. 2, saying that, oh my God, if I was her type, I would have fucked her already. Like, come on, man. And then on top of that, you're over here talking about everyone has crushes. Excuse me? You should be his crush. The fuck are we talking about? Are you not his girl? Did I miss something? Because you so did say my boyfriend. I didn't miss that. Viewers, did I miss that? Because let me know. Because I thought, hello. Sure, don't get me wrong. You can be in a relationship and see someone and be like, wow, that person's attractive. 100%. Because there are tons of attractive people out there. But for you to have a crush on someone, that's not just being like, oh, wow, that person is attractive. No, that's like, wow, that person is attractive and I want to be with them. And if I could be with them, I would not be with my partner. Like, bro, you out here looking like an option and not the choice. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here? I mean, okay, let's finish reading the story. I'm getting ahead of myself. But that's crazy, bro. He is running away, or he is, I guess. He's running away from the accountability of implication because, damn. And then she's just delusional as fuck. She's like, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. We're still together and we're happy. He didn't say that, I promise. And it's like, girl, you got a little nuts loose. Oh my God. Okay, well, last year she found a new job, so I thought that would be the end of it. But she still mentions every time he sees her come in to do her shopping, and today I found out that he's been sending pictures of her to our mutual friends. I thought this was really weird, so I asked for context, and he just said he couldn't remember. So now I'm angry and uncomfortable, wondering if he's going to do this forever. It feels really disrespectful as we are a monogamous couple, much to his dislike. Am I overreacting? So wait a minute. Why are you still with this? Why are you still with this guy? What is going on here? You obviously want to be in a monogamous relationship and you obviously really like this guy and he seems like he don't really fucking care about you or like you at all. And then you're like, oh, we're in a monogamous relationship that he dislikes that we're monogamous, but we're together though. You sound so fucking delusional. It's crazy, baby girl. What are we doing? Does this man have like a 12-inch hog or something? What does he have a bunch of money? Is his job great? What is going on? Why are you with this guy? Because on multiple occasions, he's pretty much told you, like, I don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. I don't want to fuck you. I don't really want to be with you, but I'm with you. And what? Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are you in this? Are you overreacting on this situation? More like, why are you still there? Like, bruh, why? Why? Oh my God. Like the red flag, it's just like, just red flags all over the fucking place. Red flags, bro. How many do you got to throw on the field for you to get it? Like he implied he doesn't want to be with you by saying, oh my God, if I was her type, I would have fucked the shit out of her already. What girlfriend wants to hear that from her boyfriend? No one. Not a single girl wants to hear that from her man. 2, you're over here like, oh, everyone has crushes, right? It's fucking delusional. No, his crush should be you. Again, it's okay to be in a relationship and be like, wow, that person's very attractive. Sure, there's a million attractive people in the world. There is. There's tons of attractive people. But having a crush, again, running away from the accountability of implication. By you saying, oh, everybody has crushes, right? You're pretty much implying that it's okay for him to think about having sex with this girl. It's okay for him to send the pictures of this girl to you guys' mutual friends. It's okay for him to think about this girl in a sexual way, that he should be thinking about you in that way. You can't sit there and be saying, oh my God, everyone has crushes, right? Like, no. His crush should be you, and it's not. It's not. This guy don't give a fuck about you. And I guarantee you the moment he loses you, that's when he's going to finally realize like, oh shit, this is my girl, and it'd probably be too late because he'll probably cheat by that time you realize that, or he realizes that, or whatever the case may be. But, good luck, man. Good luck. I'm not even going to answer your dumbass question because you're just delusional. You let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Did I go too overboard? I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm like, baby girl, you in a bad relationship and you out here Ray Charles in it. She's like, no, my relationship's so fantastic. It's just great. So much fun. I love it. I love being in a blind relationship. It's, oh my God. You're crazy, girl. God damn. All right. Am I overreacting for getting weirded out by my boss? All right. I feel very uncomfortable about what happened. I, 31 female, was talking to my boss with a coworker about uniform. The ones they got were poorly made. The stitches were very crooked. He want us, the receptionist, to look the best we can because he said the face of the house. This is not the weird part. He maintains the same mindset to the male receptionist. I was showing how it looked like on over my shirt just to say that the sleeves were so bad we could see the difference in them by putting it on. When I started talking and taking it off, he started to stare at my chest. It got so uncomfortable, I took a few steps back and let my coworker talk. He kept staring me up and down. He just stopped and looked at the uniform saying he was going to change it. I'm a naturally paranoid person, so I asked my coworker if she noticed the same thing. In her words, he was looking at you like a wolf looks at a lamb. I told my husband what happened. He got furious, telling me it was sexual harassment. Now I feel uncomfortable to be in the same room with the guy. Ooh, yeah. He probably, just never noticed you and was just like, wait a minute. She got some titties on her. Oh, yeah. Goddamn, girl, what's up? But that is sexual harassment. And your husband, it's a good thing that you did tell your man because, if you do decide to take this to HR or whatever the case may be, your man can back you up and all that kind of stuff. And even your coworker can kind of back you up too, which is nice. That is a good thing too. Your coworker can back you up and be like, yeah, I saw him looking at her like that. So my biggest thing is I don't think you're overreacting with this situation. I think you just need to go to HR and kind of talk to them and, just let them deal with it. Let them deal with it and be like, hey, I was just feeling uncomfortable. This and that. You guys will probably sit down and talk about it. And then, that'll kind of let him know, oh, shit, maybe I shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? So that's how I'd go about that one. But that was a short and quick one. If he's out here looking at your yitties, man, just HR it. HR like, hey, I just felt uncomfortable. He didn't do nothing, but I just felt uncomfortable. So, all right, am I the asshole for leaving my ex at the side of the road after she confessed to cheating? Damn, son.
She belongs to the streets.
Literally. All right. We've been together for 3 years, and our plan was to move in together when she finished school this year. We have a routine that after I finish work, we'll grab some food and go to a spot in the woods that overlooks a river where we talk about our day and eat our food. Wow, that's really romantic. That's an awesome little idea. You guys get off of work, and then you guys go and do something like super romantic. You guys don't just go somewhere to eat. You guys get food, and that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. You guys have your own little spot. We do this about twice a week. It's about a 20-minute drive from her place and about a 2-hour walk through the woods. We were talking last week and she started crying out of nowhere, telling me how much she loved me. I went to hug her and she pushed me away and told me that she's been cheating. It was with a guy in her class that's also a part of her friend group. Damn. And they routinely go out together. Man, this dude was probably smashing on your girl for a while then. I never joined them as drinking/clubbing isn't my scene, but I've met them all a few times. See, that's where you went wrong. This girl, I get it. You are the type of guy you're like, I don't want to tell my girl what to do and this and that. But again, it's like, you're in a committed relationship. Why are you out in the club? Why are you at the bars? I always say clubs and bars are for single people. Like you being in a relationship, going to a club or a bar, I think is just, there's no point in it unless you go with your partner. If you go with your partner, great, have a good time and do your thing. But if you're going by yourself with friends, I see no reason. I see no reason for them to even invite you. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, if you guys are going to be going to do single people stuff, you go do single people stuff. You know what I mean? Without me. Like, that's just that. That's how I feel about that. But I don't know, man. We were talking last night and she started crying. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. We did that one already. The guy has always been a bit of a twat and has tried to start a fight with me once, and I picked her up and they were drunk, so it all makes sense. She said it happened multiple times. I knew it. I knew it. God damn it. I've been right a lot on this show. Fuck. I knew it. If they hang out that often, they fucking that often. Like, damn. It was a drunken mistake. Okay.
Stop the cap.
Once is a mistake. Multiple times? Nah. At that point, you're making an effort to do it. She didn't mean it, etc. Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Stop the cap.
She went through all the tropes, and honestly, I sort of zoned out as I instantly lost all respect and love for her. Facts, and that sucks. I don't know how long she talked for, maybe 10 minutes, and she grabbed my hands a few times. I just had enough, told her we were over and when to leave. Okay. She went to grab the door, and I told her not to touch my car, told her there was plenty of signal. She'd been charging her phone in the car and that she could call her new boyfriend to pick her up. She cried even more, but I just didn't care. I drove home, blocked her on everything, and just been dealing with everything my way. A few of her friends texted me with some insults and such. One said I should be ashamed as it took her 3 hours to walk home and it wasn't safe. It was a warm evening. The sun doesn't set until 10 p.m. and I left when it was around 6 p.m. She could have called someone to pick her up. Why is it my responsibility to help someone who broke my trust? And I get that, man. Facts, 100%. I do get that. But at the same time, you kind of got to know where you're at. You know, like you guys are in the woods. Now, if you guys were maybe at a park or you were somewhere relatively suburban or in a town area or whatever, then yes, I would have left her ass on the road right then and there. But you guys were out in the woods and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And she could have got lost. She could have hurt herself. So I do understand to that degree. You know, maybe I would have just driven her home. You know, but I'd have been pissed about it, but I would have driven her home just because we're out in the woods. Like I said, again, if we were out, like say downtown or we were out, you know, at the beach or whatever, you know, we're in a public area, then yes, I would have left her ass there and I would have just been like, find your own way home, bitch, you know, and that would have just been that. Cause dude, I get it. You're pissed. You're fucking pissed. You're loyal. You trust your girl enough to go out and do these things with their friends. And guess what happens? She out here smashing on homeboy, not just one time, but multiple times. And that's why I sat there and I was just like,
stop the cap.
It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't, you know, because you were drunk. It wasn't, no. Maybe the first time, but after that, I guarantee you, it was a normal thing because you did it once and you looked at it like, well, I didn't get caught the first time and it was pretty good, so why not? You know, which is maddening to me. And that's why I always say, if you're going to go do these single activities, you shouldn't invite the person who's in a relationship. You shouldn't be doing all that. You really shouldn't, unless their partner is there, because it's like, it's hard, especially nowadays, to really trust a person going to a singles environment that's in a relationship. It's hard because you go there with the mindset of, oh, I'm just going to have fun. Oh, I'm just going to do my thing. Da, 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 da. And then what do you know? One thing leads to another. The atmosphere, the vibe and all that's going on. And, you know, dude's saying all the right things or the girl is saying all the right things and doing all the right stuff. And one thing leads to another and it just kind of happens like that. Again, that's my reason. That's why I don't look at it like that. It's like, nah, I'm good. I wouldn't have done that. But He trusted her. He put all his trust in her, and he was hoping that she would stay strong, and she didn't. I'm glad that she told him, you know, but the fact that she thought that they could fix it, and, you know, like, nah. And I'm glad for him. Hey, man, we'll see you in the gym. I'm being honest with you. All right. All right, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that she should move out of my house? Oh man, another one.
She belongs to the streets.
So, I, male 30, own a house on the East Coast that I have spent the last 4 years remodeling. I went back to the West Coast, which is where I'm from, to visit my mom for a couple of months. My girlfriend, 24 female, was looking for a place to stay at the time, and I also liked the idea of someone I trusted to stay in the house while I was gone. It's a complete remodel with brand new appliances in a nice walkable neighborhood, and I could be charging over $1,500 rent if I wanted to rent it out. Instead, I rented it out to my girlfriend for $500 a month. We agreed on this amount after she insisted on paying more than just the utilities. Which is initially all I asked for. The house is very big, and I let her bring all her storage to my house because I have plenty of room since it was just me and I was leaving. She also brought her 2 cats, which are the sweetest things ever, so no problem there either. There's literally nowhere in our city where she could find something for close to that price. Facts. Like, I don't think there's anywhere. I mean, unless you living in the butt fuck of nowhere or in the Midwest, you ain't gonna find that. And even in the Midwest, it's still like close to 1,000, if not probably over 1,000. In order to complete the remodel, I put myself in major credit card debt, and I pay the minimum every month because my plan is to sell the house. My bills are over $2,000 a month. Anyway, yesterday we were talking on the phone, and she wasn't in the greatest of mood. Out of nowhere, she said that I was taking advantage of her, making a profit off of her. Wait, what? How? What? She said that her dad told her that if I wanted to be with her and if I was a real man, then I shouldn't be charging her rent, to which she agreed and proceeded to go off on me, demanding that she see the utility bills and insist that I was taking advantage of her financially. All I asked for was utilities. She insisted on paying more. After all of that, I told her if she wasn't happy there, then she was more than welcome to leave, and that I think she should. She has since doubled down on her statement last. Am I the asshole? Fuck no. Like, I told you, hey, all you gotta do is pay utilities. That's it. And I guarantee you, she asked, hey, what do you need from me? You know, what do you want me to do? And he was just like, well, you know, take care of the utilities. I don't think that's too bad, right? Take care of the utilities. And she's probably just like, oh, no, I mean, I could do more. And it's like, well, if you feel like you can do more, how about you just $500? Yeah, that's all I need. Because I guarantee you the house itself is at least, you know, somewhere around 16 to 1700 a month, as far as the total mortgage. And then, you know, obviously you have utilities on top of that. So that brings it around the $2,000 mark. You're only paying a quarter of that. How am I taking advantage of you? Like, what? And then on top of that, like, this is my house that I remodeled. I went into credit card debt for this. Like, bitch, what? Who are you? You know, like, taking advantage. How? You pay a quarter of what's going on. I pay the rest. You know what I mean? You pay 25% while I pay the other 75%. How am I taking advantage of you? Now, I get her dad's side of it. Maybe he looks at it like, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't pay anything. And, you know, he should be a real man and all that kind of stuff. And I get that, but still, he's paying majority of the bills. They're not doing 50-50. They're not going halvesies, and he's not asking a bunch from her. He's literally asking for 25% of the bills, the total bills. That's it. 25% while he's paying the other 75% of everything else. And he paid for all the renovations and stuff like that for the house. Like, what? Like, yeah, if you don't want to live here and you want to act like that, then get the fuck out my house. And she has no say because she's not on anything. So it's like, you can't be a squatter because there's no agreement. There's no written nothing that says you can live here. You're not on the mortgage. So sorry, baby girl, get the fuck out of my house if that's how you feel. You know, like, what the hell? That's crazy talk to me. That's crazy. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Because, again, I think I think that's a little overboard in my opinion. All right. Am I the asshole? My husband and I love each other, but we never have sex. Can my marriage survive without it? Fuck no. No. Unless he's the one that doesn't want to have sex, but if you're the one that doesn't want to have sex, trust me, that ain't gonna last very long. All right, my husband and I are both 48 and have one daughter who's in her first year at university. So we have an empty nest for the first time. Like all couples, we've had our struggles over the years, personally and financially. But actually, the tough times always bonded us and made us closer and stronger as a couple. I'd say we're soulmates, brilliant friends, and really love each other. However, over the past couple of years, we've gradually slipped into the pattern of not having sex, and now it never happens, and I think it would feel a bit awkward if it did. The thing is, I don't think either of us is unhappy in the marriage. It's just kind of how things have gone. He's consumed by his job, and his life is busy, too. But we still hug and show each other affection. But I can't help thinking there might be problems down the line and that we should be having sex. I don't talk to my friends much about it, but it's clear they're all still having it. Are we too young to be in this place, and can a marriage survive without sex? I'd love your opinion. You're only 48. Yeah, that is. And I think it's not one or the other side. Well, maybe I think it's him. Maybe I think his dick don't work. And that's what I'm thinking it is. Thinking your boy got some ED. And of course, that would be a what's it called? Embarrassing. That would be a little embarrassing to like admit and kind of come out and say. But I think your boy got some ED. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think your boy got that erectile dysfunction, and I think he just kind of is like, well, fuck it. Like, she doesn't seem like she's unhappy about not having sex. Like, it's all right. Have you tried talking to him about it? Like, maybe talk to him, see what's going on his end. Like, hey, babe, because I thought it was you on the simple fact that, maybe you went through menopause or something like that, and you're just not in the mood as much, or maybe you've just kind of gotten to a point where you just don't have any urge for it, and that's what I thought, because that happens a lot. Usually guys keep their sex drive a lot longer in life than women do. Women usually mid 40s to about 50s. That's when it kind of dies off for them, because they're just like, I mean, if they're in a relationship and they got shit going on for them, the sex drive might stay, and I think that's why hers did, because she has a partner that she's still happy with and loves and cares about, and and looks at it like, well, hey, we were intimate before, we just didn't have enough time because we had a kid, and now that we got all the time in the world, it's like my legs are like an open all-you-can-eat buffet, like, come on in here, but I think maybe he's got some ED issues. I don't know, man, fucking a dick pill, fucking a Rhino or a honey pack or a fucking Blue Chew or whatever can probably fix that. I'm being honest with you. I think he could fix it pretty quick. He might, I don't know, talk to a doctor, but again, that's what I'm thinking. If it's on his side, I think it's some ED issues. If it's on her side, which I don't think it's on her side, if I'm being honest with you, but if it's on her side, then it's like, nah, but I don't think a relationship can be successful without sex. I think you guys need that release, that kind of sexual release, because I feel like, especially when you're in a relationship, there's sexual tension without there even really being sexual tension. You guys are just walking around, you guys see each other all the time, you guys are comfortable with being around each other naked, or what I mean, being scantily clad in front of each other. So it's all creating sexual tension without you guys even realize it's creating sexual tension. It just does. And then when you have that sex, it's just like boom, it blows it up and you're good, but again, like I said, if it's on his side, talk to a doctor, and then you might be able to pop a pill and fuck all night. You know what I mean? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. What do you think? Is it her end? Is it his end? Does he have ED? Does he not? I don't know. This is going to be our last one for today. This one is Am I the Asshole? Friends with benefits. Okay. So, me, female, 19, and he is 18. We've been sleeping with each other for 3 months now. I was cool with like hooking up, and just because I only want one partner. I could rely on, but we do more than just have sex sometimes. We cuddle, we shower, and we sleep together. Honestly, I'm pretty delusional because I've been falling for him and he knew, so he drew. Oh, he knew so. He knew, so he drew the line. Okay, you need a comma right there, girl. All right, he knew, so he drew the line when he said, we can be attached for the moment, but after there's no strings attached. Wait, what does he mean by that? We can be attached for the moment, but after there's no Oh, okay, I say. Okay, for the moment, he's like, yeah, for the moment, we can be attached and do our thing. But the moment I find another girl that's hotter than you and better than you, piece of chicken grease, girlfriend. Which again, that is not taking accountability for the implications of what he's saying. It's like, dude, you're implying that, oh, I'll be with you for now. But once a girl better than you shows up, bye-bye. And that, again, you're in this shitty little situation. I kind of just stayed being his fuck buddy just because I don't want to be strangers again or find someone else. It sounds so bad, but maybe I should stop talking to him. He always ends up asking me, like, why don't I text him first and ask him who is calling me? But I honestly don't think he cares. So you don't like her, but you're sitting there hovering over her phone. Like, hey, why don't you text me first? Who is that? Who's calling you? Who's texting you? Like, what? That makes no sense. Why are you hovering all over her phone when you're not trying to date her? That makes no fucking sense. That's weird. Okay. He's always mentioned the fact that I'm going to find a boyfriend eventually, or how I'm probably talking to other people, but I've told him that he's been the only one ever since I moved here. So I shouldn't worry. So I shouldn't worry, but the way he caresses me and kisses me, my hand and everything, and tells me how pretty I am made me fall for him harder. Ooh, look, you're very delusional. You have this idea of this perfect relationship with him, that everything is going to be so magical and he's just going to wake up one day and just be like, oh my God, this girl is for me. And if I'm being honest with you, baby, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He's just, you're a rent-a-girlfriend. You know what I mean? You're a rent-a-girlfriend. He's just renting you out until he finds another girl. And then I think what it is he doesn't really want to see you with another guy until he gets another girl. I think he looks at it like, I want to get another girlfriend before you get a boyfriend. And that, yeah, because, and you know, you can call it control and you can call it whatever you want, but the bottom line of it is he wants to be the one to hurt you and not you be the one that hurts him, which is super fucked up, but that's where this is going. But I think she's so delusional in this fantasy of what they could be and what she wants them to be, to where she's not really seeing it like that. She's just looking at it like, oh, he's being very protective of me. Oh, he's calling me pretty and, you know, touching me just right. Oh, you know, he's doing these things because maybe he's coming around. Maybe he likes me. Maybe, you know, he's found something in me that has changed his mind and he wants to be with me. You know what I mean? And it just makes me, I don't want to say cringe, but it just makes me feel like for her, because it's like, dude, he doesn't want to be with you. He's not committing to you. It's just he wants to hold on to you long enough and keep you in this little perpetual hamster wheel of sex, you know, until he finds another girl. And I truly believe that. I think he wants to find a girl first, and then once he finds a girl, then he's willing to let you go. But he does not want you to find a guy before he finds a girl. I guarantee you that's what's going on. But you guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. But that's going to be it for me today on this episode, man. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. If you got this far in the episode, thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching this long and getting to the end of the episode. Again, I love when you guys interact with the episode. So please put your comments down there, your thoughts and all that stuff down below. I love you guys so much. Patreon.com/podcast. Get on there. Exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to have your scenarios featured on Tuesdays like these people did, and Sunday shows. We're moving and grooving on through the book. The book is getting a little interesting. It's starting to ramp up, so I'm excited about that. We'll get on that Thursday, and then audio listeners, download the podcast. That shows you guys loving the episodes. Keep rating 5 stars if you're new here. That helps get new people into the show. Patreon and TikTok as well as Instagram. If you want to get the clips for all the episodes, go there, follow us, check us out there, and subscribe to us on YouTube. But that's going to be me. I love you guys all. I'll see you on Thursday for another juicy thread, as well as more A Court of Thorns and Roses. I was going to say Haunting Adeline. My goodness. I low-key missed that book. I ain't going to lie. But A Court of Thorns and Roses is getting good, so hopefully it gets good. I just feel like Haunting Adeline jumped in to the action and everything a lot faster. I feel like this book is just so slow burning, and I'm like, oh, get to the good parts. But we'll get through it. Love you guys all. See you on Thursday. Peace.